could leave Aussies in worse shape in the long term.
Well, here to tell us more about it is OpenCorp CEO Cam McLellan from Melbourne. Cam, great to have you on this topic this morning. Thanks for your time. So why has AMP rolled out this new 40-year loan?
Yeah, AMP's rolled this one out, and great to see you again. But the 40-year loan has been designed to help people get into the property market. Now, a 40-year loan obviously adds an extra 10 years, but it also reduces the monthly repayments people need to get into the property market. And I think AMP's done well to connect the conversations. So, like I said, this is not for fat cat investors. This is for everyday Australians who've been locked out of the property market.
So it's good publicity for them because they can get a lot of younger people getting into the market. And yeah, you're right. Reducing that is going to help in the long run.
Yeah.
It is just for investor loans so far. So will we see that offered for owner-occupiers soon? And do you think other banks will pick this up?
Yeah, there's a couple of banks that are already offering 40-year loans. But every client OpenCorp's found an investment property for and used a 40-year loan. It's not a fat cat. This is people who are locked out of the property market. So they're people who want to rent in the area that they're currently living and buy an investment property at a lower price point. Now, I wouldn't recommend getting $1 million loan, but for round numbers, this will save you about $460 a month in repayments. The other big banks will get onto it, but there is a catch with not everything leans toward the consumer's favour. So the banks get around another $500,000 in interest repayments over that additional 10 years. But it does help people get into the property market who can't.
Okay, but what if, you're 40 years old and taking on a 40-year loan and then still sitting on repayments into your 80s as well? I mean, that's surely one of the downsides involved here?
Yeah, the beauty with the property market is you can get out of the property market. The good thing this shows is we've got an analytics team that look at the data, and the banks have looked at it and they're so sure that the property market will continue to rise in value, and they need that for their risk assessment, that the property market will continue to go up, meaning the people that get into the property market and then need to sell it in 20 years are going to do better off. So again, this is aimed not for people who are struggling to get into the property market and have got money to buy a huge investment property or a huge property. This is for everyday Australians who can't afford to get into the property market.
So, as you mentioned, I think there have been other lenders that have been offering this for a few years now. Why didn't the big banks come on board with a product like this sooner? It seems like a smart idea and a no-brainer.
Well, the big four, at least, they haven't come on board with this, have they?
Yeah, and look, they've made no rumours of coming on board yet, but banks are really good at sniffing out where the money is. And so my take is that the big banks will come on board with it. The risk assessment's already been done, but they're big, slow-moving ships, and it's got to go through their many layers of committees to come on board. But now more lenders are coming onto the 40-year mortgage, but this one for AMP is quite unique, and I think it'll do well for people trying to get into the property market.
All right, Cam, well, give us your read on the market on the whole at the moment. We've seen a slump, obviously, across the board, across most sections of the market. Is it helping first home buyers to crack into the market at this stage, or is there still a sense of reluctance? What's happening?
Yeah, look, there's a massive undersupply of affordable housing in Australia. What we're seeing is while the media, and you guys are reporting that prices are coming down, across every capital city we're seeing rents going up. That's a first indicator that there's still a massive undersupply of affordable housing in Australia. And even in Melbourne, prices are going up dramatically. What we're seeing is more people trying to get into the property market. They need to do it a different way. The gap between the haves and have-nots is there. It's not coming, it is there. So people are struggling, so they need to follow a different path than their parents or grandparents did.
Do you think people are worried about putting their houses on the market at the moment because it is in such a state of flux and possibly is hitting a bit of a low at the moment, and waiting until the spring and then we'll see an influx of properties come on the market then?
Yeah, spring's always a good time to sell, but when we look at people getting into the market, the property market is tightly wound at this point in time. The only thing holding it back is consumer confidence. So it's like everyone's sitting there waiting for the first people to make the move. And once everyone gets on board, consumer confidence kicks back in, prices start to rise again, and away we go.
Okay, Cam, good to get your thoughts this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Lovely to see you both again.
See you again soon.
I sort of come on today extra. Manson, my grandfather.